What's up, family?
Welcome to Make It Make Sense podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Crystal, and this is my husband, Ricky. And today, this is our first episode, so thank you for tuning in. We are going to get into some real tea. We about to give y'all our honest answers about the questions everyone asks about marriage. So I have a list of questions that I received. Okay? So we're going to go ahead, and this is just basic. I think it's everybody's going to ask and want to know, which is, how did we meet? You going to start?
Do you want me to tell it from my perspective, or do you want to tell it from your perspective?
No, you can tell it from your perspective.
How we met?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I think you should tell that story.
I think we just had two different versions of the... okay.
I mean, because it's the first time I seen you and I noticed you. Mm-hmm. And then it's the first time we communicated.
Okay. And how did we meet?
With you popping that don't stop talking
Yo,
about?
He's finna give away
Can
too
I get
much.
your number? I'm just saying. That's honest. I mean,
Listen,
you want the honest truth, or you want?
Oh my gosh, we've been knowing each other for 20 years. Okay. With that being said, I was in
middle school,
and he was in
8th grade,
and I was in 7th grade, and we used to be on the same bus together. Never spoke to each other the whole time. We never spoke to each other. But the girls on the bus was daring girls to twerk on the guys on the bus. Lord, I hope my children don't do this. But you were supposed to actually be twerked on from somebody else at that time. It wasn't supposed to be me. He was supposed to have somebody else on twerking on him that day.
I had no idea.
We were plotting and planning on him.
To be honest, I ain't even know girls like me back then.
But so actually, that person that was supposed to do it didn't get on the bus. So after, school was over and everything, my friends kind of hyped me up and was like, go ahead, go twerk on Ricky. And I was like, all right. So that was our first encounter. I asked him, is it okay if I twerk on you? That was our very first with each other. And after that happened, I asked him for his number.
And I mean, how can you not get a number out after that? I was like, I don't even know you. I mean, cool. Yeah,
I don't think nobody really knows that story. Okay, that was real basic. That was the first question. The other question is, how do we know we were the one for each other?
Man, the first time I knew, or like,
because I mean, that's just how the question came.
That just keeps getting reassured throughout life. You get what I'm saying? It's not like just like one time it happened and it's been like that ever since. It's like, no, this is something that's always reassured. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, I can say that. Mm-hmm.
I can say the first time I knew you was the one was when you told me that y'all was moving away. And it just broke my little heart. I cried so hard.
You talking about when we was in middle school?
Yeah. You was talking about y'all supposed to move to Atlanta or something like that.
Yeah,
it just broke my heart.
And we did not move.
Yeah,
we didn't go anywhere. We stayed where we was at. For
so you got to know she the one. They stayed.
Yeah. I think I knew. Of course, you were my first love, so I was like, we gonna have kids, we gonna have the whole shebang. I'm getting married to him. Like, that was like, my life was already planned at 7th grade. I planned everything. I knew our kids' names. I had it all written down.
That's crazy.
So it's crazy. It's because one of our kids' name is from what we thought of 20 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool though. Another question that I got was, what's our favorite memory together? Face. Oh my gosh.
Can't share
you
that
never
one.
know who's doing this.
Yeah,
so.
I can't share that one.
Okay,
we can share your favorite. All right, family memory. When we went to Jamaica. Favorite.
Okay.
Family memory.
Okay, I'll take that. I think my favorite memory was I think it was when we actually was able to stay the night together.
What's she talking about?
It was like next door to the house.
Oh, yeah.
Like when we actually got to like really spend time together. Yeah. So I think that was like starting there. That was my favorite memory.
Well, that's a long time ago.
Okay, you want recent?
Yeah, a recent favorite. You can't go like 20 years ago. You got.
Well, I mean, they wanted to know 10 years. Okay, the favorite is our vow renewal. Like that.
Yeah,
that did
really
it.
Was.
That did it for me. Of course, taking our kids to Jamaica, that was nice, but
that vow renewal.
Was beautiful. Yeah, after 10 years of marriage, like it was good. Okay, all right. So, want to get into a little bit of the realities of marriage. I felt like these questions, that's where they kind of went to. I ain't gonna get too crazy.
Okay.
How do we handle disagreements?
I ain't gonna lie. Shoot, let's just be real. A disagreement can sometimes lead to just us just like, all right, we not talking about this right now.
Oh yeah. And
sometimes it can lead to like a big argument. Sometimes let's just be real. I mean,
I think we're learning still how to handle disagreements.
Even in the argument, like if we were to, let's just say it's something that you're very passionate about, and it's something that I'm not wavering on. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That could usually turn into a very heated situation, but I feel like it's not even about the situation, how you handled it, but sometimes it is, because sometimes getting better at handling it in the moment is the key goal. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I feel like we got great recovery.
Yeah. I agree.
Because you're gonna argue, you're gonna get mad at each other. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna see eye to eye.
But recovery is really good because we don't go too long of being mad at each other.
Now, years ago.
Oh man, years ago. Whew, y'all probably want an episode on that one, but like at the beginning of the marriage, let us know if you want that topic. What's something we wish we knew before getting married?
Sure, there's a lot that I wish I knew.
Oh, I could start this one off.
I wish I knew about emotional awareness. I wish I knew about trauma. I wish I.
And I think
I wish I knew really where a lot of like how I reacted to things and how I handled situations and how I looked at the world, period, where that came from. Ooh. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's good.
That would have helped us out a whole lot in our earlier years if I would have just like, I wish I knew how to make myself happy.
That's deep.
You get what I'm saying?
That's actually
now,
good.
If I knew how to make myself happy before we did any of this, I feel like it would have been the best relationship ever. But with me not knowing what it took to find happiness within, I feel like that's what caused most of the bumps in our road on my side.
Okay. I was going to say, I wish I knew how to control my emotions just as a woman, because they say emotional creatures. But I wish I would have,
I'm just gonna call y'all some emotional creatures.
But I wish I would have went to therapy and navigated my emotions on certain topics or stuff that I went through before we got married. That kind of trickled into our marriage at the same time. But then I want to say, the expectation of what marriage is. Like I said, we planned in 7th grade what that was going to look like.
Yeah,
and then once we actually got married, it was like,
this ain't what
that's not what it's supposed to be. That's not.
Yeah.
So I would take that, and knowing who I was, like how God saw me, because then couldn't nobody tell me nothing. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing. I wish I would have had that relationship with God before marriage, because then I could have helped a lot of our arguments or situations and getting into my word more before I got married. Yeah. But we better now. So another question was, how do we keep the spark alive after 10 years? We actually have an episode about that, a little scene or something, but we can give them just a little detail of what to expect.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. My wife is awesome at keeping the spark alive. I don't even want to go into too much detail about that.
Because you got to see it. I think they have to actually see what it takes to do it.
It takes you being thoughtful to keep the spark alive. You have to be thoughtful and be willing to go out of your own box sometimes.
Yeah.
That's on my end. Like, because I'm a kind of like in the box, like, let's think about how to make some money and how to, provide for each other and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't really think romantically like that. That's my downfall. I'm not gonna lie. But I have a wife that is very romantic and she gives me ideas, with the stuff that she does. So, she helps me out.
I agree. I'm very adventurous.
Yeah.
I think I like for my family to have fun in general and not just do day to day. I get real bored. So I have to be creative and figure out how I can get the kids to do things, how we can do stuff together and try new things. So I think that's another way that we keep the spark alive. You being open-minded.
Yeah, because I'm not let's adventure type of person. Let's chill in the house.
At all. I will, but I'd rather us go out.
But being with her, I've experienced a lot of life that I wouldn't experience without her. So I'm really grateful for that.
Okay. So I thought these was pretty fun questions. So we gonna see. So who is the better cook?
I would have to say you.
I would say I cook more. I cook more,
Listen,
but I think you.
I don't want to say me because you might try to make me cook more. So I'm gonna always lean on you to better cook.
What's the funniest thing that has ever happened in our relationship?
The funniest? I don't think there's something that you can label the funniest.
I think there is a couple.
What? You tell me. Tell me.
The time I tried to come and see you, and it was super cold outside. Like, it was so cold. It was snow on the ground and everything. And I was like, we can go somewhere or something like that. And you walked with me. And I've never had an embarrassing moment with you at that time.
You know what that time that you feel. Yeah,
so hard. I mean, I was so embarrassed. Oh my gosh. Now that's funny. I have another moment in college trying to eat. I'll leave that out. I'll just leave that out.
We're gonna leave that. We're gonna stick to the marriage, baby. While we was married.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Funny married moments.
Funny married moment. Let me think. I wish I could record a lot of our funny moments. Because I remember when you thought Taco Bell.
She'll never let me lay that down. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all. Taco Bell had this slushy, a watermelon slushy, and my first time getting it, I didn't know that the thing had candy in it. I'm thinking the little black, because they looked just like the watermelon seeds. Even the texture of it was like a watermelon seed. So I'm like, why the heck would they put this inside of this drink? And you got kids drinking it and all of this. Like, I'm going off. I dang near died trying to drink it.
Yeah, you're not telling that part. He spit it out and everything.
Yeah, it was crazy.
He thought it was real.
I thought they was trying to kill the kids with that.
Oh my gosh, I wish I would have recorded that. That was hilarious. So if you guys want to know anything about Ricky, he is a very put together person. Like, he's just, so when he come out of his shell or out of his body, it's hilarious, and I love it every time. He's not a real like goofy person or nothing. So when he has these moments, I definitely have to record or keep it or something, because it doesn't happen often.
She has to not let me live it down. That's what she does.
Because I'm goofy. I trip. I fall. All the time. I'll have those moments. That's no problem. He does not. So when he does, I'm cracking up for weeks. I'm going to be laughing. Another question was, if we had to swap roles for a week, who would struggle more?
You?
I would struggle more.
Yes, you would.
If we had to swap roles
for a week, like actual struggle. Like, listen, I don't.
Why would I struggle?
Listen. Just hear me out.
Okay.
Listen, I just don't like doing the stuff that you do. I don't like doing it.
Okay.
And you're better at it.
Oh, okay.
But there's things that I do physically that you couldn't do.
Oh, okay. I thought,
you get what I'm saying? So who would struggle more? Let me see you pull accounts down some stairs or some stuff like that.
But that probably wouldn't be that week. What if that week is just, you need to take the kids, you need to go pick them up, doctor's appointments, you need to feed them, you need to make the dinner. And I chill. I'm cool. I'm chilling.
That's what you think I do.
No, let me take that out. Let me take that out. Because this whole setup right here just happened because of who? This whole setup right here. This
whole week while you just been chilling, yeah. I've been building and putting stuff together.
You know what? I'm definitely, I get what you're saying. I didn't have to do any of this. Okay, man. Love you.
Just you putting the hammer to the back of that book stand. I'd have had a great time watching you do that.
Oh my gosh.
How many times you would have hit your finger?
I think I would have not did it. No, I'm not going to do it. Okay. So, I think we talked about it, but I mean, this is one of the questions that we were asked, which is, who is more romantic?
Oh, you are.
Okay.
Hands down, you are.
Okay.
But when I do it big, y'all. I do it big.
You do it very well. Very, very well. So I thought this was good. How do you balance personal time and couple time?
Personal time and couple time.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I don't need like a lot of personal time. You get what I'm saying? Because like, I value the time with you. I value the time building with the family. Like, that's what I value. So only when I feel like, all right, I'm drained, You get what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
I ain't did nothing other than like I need that personal time. You get what I'm saying? Which isn't something that I need often. So to me, it's not hard to balance it because I value the time with you and the family.
Okay. I think to balance it, I will be honest. I'm still trying to work that out. Especially giving time to the kids and finding us time. Yeah. And then finding my personal time.
I mean, I gotta say that you do like you wear your hats. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm like, definitely
me. I've learned how to take them things off. You get what I'm saying?
No, I go full throttle with all my hats, and I think sometimes they collide.
I think the way that you balance the best is with scheduling.
Yeah, I have to have a calendar. My phone is my best friend. And then on top of that, waking up earlier to get that alone time too. Just to start the day in general, not just to, that's just something for myself.
But that's something that you need, that alone time in the morning. That's how you balance it, by waking up in the morning, starting your day before everybody, getting that alone time with you and God and your coffee.
Yeah, and my coffee. Yeah. So
this girl will wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, go talk to God and read the Bible and drink coffee. And then by like 6 be sleep again.
Like, okay, I cried to God. I'm good. I didn't wrote everything. I'm about to go down. I'm about to go to sleep. Okay. All right. There is one other question, and it's really just one. What's one thing you've learned about each other that surprised you? And I think that's a good way to end it.
One thing that I've learned about, I wouldn't say that I've learned. Well, no, one thing that I learned. Let's just answer the question. That surprised me? To be honest, I wouldn't say nothing surprised me because you've always been smart. You always so like you noticing how good you are. You starting to see what I see. You get what I'm saying? Because ever since I've known you, you've been amazing. You get what I'm saying? So you couldn't really surprise me. You always had a big heart. You always been giving. You always been who you are today. You get what I'm saying? You always had drive, ambition. You get what I'm saying? That get it done attitude. You get what I'm saying? So to be honest, you don't really surprise me because I know you have it in you.
Wow, that's funny you say that, is because I was like, you've always had this, even as us being kids, there was always something about you, even when I'm like, we was in school together for I don't know how long before anybody, like before I actually started talking, like we started talking to each other. So it's like you always was set apart. And you always like stood out of the crowd, even when you were with your friends, and it's like, as we grew together and, really got to know each other, you always had a different mindset. You always talked, about different things. You were always talking about business and new ideas, adventure. Like, you always were like that. I think and I don't even think it really surprised me. I think once we got into home care, like the business aspect, and I got to really see your brain like move with all the ideas. And I think that was really nice to see. I don't think it surprised me, is because I know, like, we have these conversations. He says it, we talk about it. But I think to see it in action, it was like, wow, like, he says something and it's like, dang, that makes a lot of sense. Like, why didn't I think about that? Or why didn't I put that together? And over the years, especially these last couple of years, I think it's been brought to another height. Like, it's been heightened with just how much you do. You know what I mean? I hopefully that's explained the best. I think nothing really surprised me. I think we always knew that we had these potentials and we had this something about each other or about ourselves, and then it was just brought out over the years and seeing it come out of each other. I think I definitely like that. Yeah. I think they really did get to know us a little bit about us, our marriage, a little background. I do want to talk about just what to expect for the next episode, because that's hilarious. That's going to be funny. That's going to be really good.
Man, listen, I ain't gonna lie, that episode, for one, it surprised me on how good it went.
Yeah.
Like, I was like,
man, wow. That conversation went for almost 2 hours. But, I mean, of course, with editing and all of that, it took some of that away. But it was a great conversation to understand different perspectives from a man and a woman. Yeah. In the single life and dating. And I always think about this since we recorded that, was why would we do a single episode and we're married? And I'm just like, because I think it's so much we can learn, you know, in today's age, and like how some people are really dealing with being single and trying to be married or trying to get there or however. Yeah. And because we've been married for a long time, I do think we can help. And
I think with them, like having to like, because, you know, like in the dating game, you got to kind of impress. We've been together for so long. You don't think about that all the time. So, you get what I'm saying? So, to talk to them, it kind of like opens the eyes on like what I could be doing for you.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Like, what? Just they really be thinking fresh, about? Yeah, keep it fresh.
It's like, where you take her? Where you take her?
What's the new place that's out? You know. So, I think we can learn too. That's the next episode, y'all. And if y'all stay tuned, you guys can see just a little snippet of what to expect next week. We're super excited to drop it. In this episode, you did get to know us. We get to answer a couple of questions, and if you guys have any other questions, of course, drop them below, comment, hit us in our inbox.
Oh, we answered all you guys' questions, and like she said, if you got more questions, drop them. But I guess it's time for us to wrap this up, you know, and we can continue to make sense on the next episode and future episodes to come, you know. So y'all keep tapping in, you know. Hit what you say, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, you know.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button, and look forward to next week with us making it make sense.
What does I really fucks with you mean? What does that mean? Like, yeah. Is that supposed to make me feel special?
I fucks with you. Do
you really fucks with everybody? Like,
so, I have said it.